I love ya.
Where the hell did you come from?
Long Beach. I gave up my seat.
It's gotta be 20 clicks. Through them?
Can't catch me.
Okay. Showtime.
Showtime, people.
Fire department, out the way!
Rains of course, eh, Jefe?
Wait, how the fuck did it set on fire so fast?
Wow, looks like we're fully booked. Better grab my seat.
Wait! The city's fucked! I'm not staying behind.
Oh.
Wait for Tango! Go!
There better be food on this flight. Ticket, please.
Oh, sorry. Must be my jacket.
This'll do.
Oh my god, you're Emma John, right? And Robert Steele? Can I get a selfie?
This is 7-1 Happy. Call Zulu. We have accepted passengers.
She always likes surprises.
Oh. Big girl. Start a ball. Carla. Danny. Over chocolate. Stand up over. Danny after that stretch us both explosions. Immunity 7 Oh dear. It's dear. Toughness, stamina. Situational damage. Jeez, my phone call fell off my. Do you know what? I'm tempted to go with Carla. Just because the arsenic resounds. Charlie S. Charlie S.
Mierda! Bandage. Gotta stop the bleeding. Medkit.
Yes. Nice.
Time to go. Gotta get out. Someone else made it.
Oh my.
Hey! Hello? Huh. The fuck? No time to go crazy, Carla. Another one?
Yeah.
Hijo de puta. All right.
Yeah.
This might be useful. I'm gonna keep it.
Yeah. 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 Same. Infin. Yeah. 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 And especially if something or whatever, something broken into your elves and nobody tells you about it. Like a potent kettle or whatever, and you don't use it, and then nobody tells you about it, and then you make things worse. If I know you never told me. Yeah. Yeah.
Fuck! Enough of this!
Yeah. Yeah. Oh. Yeah.
Almost there.
Will you stop firing those bloody flares? What? Stop. What was that?
There's something in the plane. Stay back.
I love that.
Whoa, we're good! You guys okay?
Just a few bruises. I think we got lucky.
Don't.
I'm Michael.
I don't think so.
This is fucking
I don't.
tremendous.
Emma, darling, I'm so sorry about Robert.
Why? I mean, this is all his fault. The selfish
He
wanker.
gave you $20 million.
You stop standing there and find me some fucking shoes.
Yo, dude, you got blood coming out of your ears.
What you take me, Nate?
What? I can't hear you. I got blood coming out of my ears.
Yes.
I mean, what are we going to do?
Do you know, if you told you I'm turning to your office and plan falling toilet paper at your offices.
People, this is Emma Jaunt.
Wait, really?
Of course, you know what a huge star she is. Romero winner no less. We need to get her home to safety.
Aye, what is that?
Careful.
Why?
Easy. Hey.
My wife.
Yeah.
I got a pulse. We gotta move her.
This off me.
Yeah.
Let's go! Teamwork!
Michael, help.
Yeah.
And lift!
It's too heavy.
Yeah.
They're getting closer. Way to go.
Seriously? You're giving up already?
I mean, perhaps we should stay.
Darling, the world needs you. They'll protect them.
Oh, I see.
Okay, Michael, if you're sure. Here is my address in
Yeah.
case you change your mind.
So yeah.
Good
So
luck.
Yeah, see you
I'll
later.
call the army. Send help.
yeah.
Go.
Hey! Are you
Yeah.
having
I also
fun?
think this is really pretty much like Ted 7 EE would do. Yeah. Yeah.
Another survivor. Hey! Over here, dude. Hello? Out of my fucking face! They do die.
Yeah.
You ganging up on me, idiotas!
Just.
Shit, there's more. They just keep coming.
I think that's the type of they find that people should be complaining about it, about the total times when developers do shit like that. If it makes sense. Yeah, Not, I think it's like, especially when people like, I'm into it, like, when a lot of people are pissed about Star Wars Outlaws because personally you're playing that because no, partially for some people yes, but yeah, I think, but at the same time it's like. What some people thought that he never said that it also would be just unimaginable. No, yeah, so in fair defense, he never said it in the first place. So that's what like, some of those people need to understand. It's like that's what we wanted, yes, but he never said that. We might at some point in the next time, like in the immediate Outlaws multiplayer. Yeah.
Think of something.
Yeah. Yeah, I think that's yeah. Yeah, I think. Yeah. I think yes, we all wanted that like the first intensity type game, but I think he decided to do a physical play, but I think look at the Jedi Fallen Order, he took on a lot of feedback and he improved, like, even though he still don't have that gladiator arena thing, but he did add a lot of good stuff into his setting team, so hopefully and he pretty much in this thing, he pretty much after everything perfect for a multiplayer team, but I think at least for me, potentially might since it's the same developers who made Division teams, and but to be fair, and you always, I did mention this before too. I think there's also room for it's especially in a open world. So same, there's possibilities for DLCs to it, and you could always add a multiplayer, I mean mini battle royale or whatever, maybe not battle royale, but something online multiplayer. But well, even remember what me mentioned about Jedi Fallen Order, you wanted a gladiator thing. Since this is the underworld, a gladiator arena would be perfect because when you think about the underworld, that's something that the underworld would do. We see in Mandalore.
And also Kay can actually participate in those because that was one thing that I brought up with you, is that it does make sense that Cal would avoid those because he's a Jedi, he should be in hiding, and if he was like, being known as this famous gladiator, arena fighter with a lightsaber in the Force, the Empire would get wind of that. They would be like, we should maybe go find this gladiator guy. Hell, that could have been actually a part of the story, actually, now that I think about it. You could have, like, played at the arena, done really well, and then, like, once you beat the final, like, arena boss, a story mode mission happens where, like, the Empire finds out what Cal's been doing and attacks and then you can't go back there afterwards. Like, I think that would actually, I would have been fine if they did that, actually, now that I think about it. I think they could have worked it in. Or, like, halfway through, like, once you complete the arena stuff, you get locked out and it's like a cinematic thing. Like, I'd be totally fine with that. But, no, well, you know what? I think that was another thing that actually disappointed me about finding out that it was a single player. Is because we know that we're also getting that first-person story mode game from
Gotta get
Respawn.
back to the others.
So now we have 3 single-player Star Wars games now. We got Survivor, Outlaws, and whatever the first-person shooter story mode Respawn's making.
And also we're taking that interactive game as well. And
yep, that one too.
Yeah, since it's
Oh, you know what I also just realized? they are actually
On the road
repurposing
soon, Carla. You got
a lot of
this.
stuff from
Hey.
that game that got canceled a couple years ago. If you remember,
Which one?
I remember. So a couple years ago, I told you, or not a couple, like
It's
a while
okay.
back, I
I
told
got
you about how a couple years ago
Here.
that one PlayStation story mode game got canceled, and I don't know if you remember, but I told you that the story for that game,
Hey,
the story for
can you
that
hear
game
me?
was that it takes
You're
place
all
in
right.
between
I'm gonna give you
Empire and
some water,
Return.
okay?
Yes, we make Republic's self story from that into
Certain aspects, maybe some characters, mechanics, all that type of stuff. There's no doubt in my mind that they probably repurposed not the entire story and everything, but some elements, like how they repurposed the areas of Coruscant and Jedi Survivor to kind of be reminiscent to 1313, not full on, but pretty reminiscent.
Stories sort of happen in it, like yes, it all for main story and just like stage stories think of it.
66.
What happened and
Alpine.
yeah.
Drive.
I'm actually I would be totally, what would be awesome if somewhere in the game there's a part where you switch over and you get to play as the commando droid for a minute.
That would be cool.
The commando, like how you switch over to Seer for that one moment. I'd be totally fine with that. You get to play as the commando droid, you get to like jump around, pull out the vibro blade and start hacking dudes and shit. It'd be so much fun.
Yeah. Or you just be something similar happen that your person isn't briefly entered and you're actually going you just play SM to you think they pick it up and use your
The
fighters.
rescue, yeah. Well, the moment I saw him as like a second main character, that's kind of what I thought. I was like, oh, there's probably gonna be a part where we get to maybe play as him, but maybe not.
Yeah.
I'm hoping we do. I'm praying that we get a moment where we get to play as him.
Yeah.
Because that's probably gonna be like the highlight for us, you and me. You're gonna be like, this is the best part of the game.
You saw my reaction. It's a fucking romantic doing a fucking twin stroke.
Vamos, Carla.
It was such a good reveal. I was just like, oh, this guy looks badass. Totally reminded me of K2SO.
Yeah. You spend what's the Clone like. I think to be fair, all of us who watch the Clone Wars, if you had the option between one battle, separatist droid that probably would be either a droid or a commando.
Yeah, it's funny, as a kid, I never understood what those were. Like, when I was really young, I didn't understand that those were, like, Black Ops, Spec Ops droids. I was, like, when I was a kid, I was like, are these bounty hunter robots or something? Like, when I was a little kid, I didn't fully understand everything that was going on, So I would just kind of be like, are those just bad robots?
Circuit breaker.
I don't know. I also think, I think I told you that as a kid, I didn't watch the Clone Wars like religiously.
Good for
you know what I mean?
stuff.
I didn't watch it like all the time. I kind of was like, I would catch an episode here and there on TV, I do remember I caught the very first episode though with the Tigerians and the Yoda with his clones and stuff. I do remember watching that episode, like, when it first aired, and I was like, this is gonna be a good show. It's such a shame to know that Yoda fucking decapitates those clones. Yoda, like, later.
Not force no clones, but yeah.
Oh, I thought one of those clones was Gree.
Gotcha.
I don't think so.
I thought one of them was Gree. Okay.
I
could have sworn that one of them was.
One of the other ones might have been, or nothing might have been the other one.
The scout trooper dude?
Yeah.
Yeah. Oh, I forgot to tell you, when I went and saw my doctor the last Friday, I stopped at this like miniature store called Gauntlet Games, and they have like, you know, Warhammer and fucking all that shit. And I was looking, and they had Star Wars Legions miniatures. And I was looking at them, and I saw a pack that I was
You'll
kind of
never get through me.
a little bit upset, but also like, the reason why I was upset is because I wanted to buy it for you specifically, but I was like, I have to go see my doctor. God damn it, and I didn't. Yeah, I just didn't have time. But it was a miniature squad pack of Wookiee warriors, and they were fucking badass. They all looked like Revenge of the Sith modeled Wookiee warriors from like Kashyyyk with like their like traditional Kashyyyk armor, like battle armor and stuff. One of them had like a Wookiee riot shield, like made out of wood and like
Gotta
gold.
be another way in.
It's the big massive wooden stand, almost like a sealed staff in a way.
Yeah, and I think one of them had the helmet that the one wears when he stands up and is like. Yeah, when I saw that pack though, I was like, oh, I can totally see Connor just sitting here and plinking these for good hours. You would love these. If they're still there next time, I might buy it. Because it was only like $49. It was like $50, so I was like, honestly, a lot cheaper than the Warhammer.
Yo? Hello?
Are you on Fortnite?
I'm on Dead Island 2 at the moment. And false 3 clones on Ambush were Lieutenant Freya, Jack, and Reese.
Oh. I guess I was wrong. I could have sworn I watched something where a person talked about how one of them was Grease or something. I guess I was wrong, or I wasn't paying attention.
You know, the one, 3, the exact, you also, you know, you pay him a constant card. And you know, yeah. He also one of those, you know, in Defense of Itself and see Balpointing and the clones. He was one of them.
Oh, so that's what it was.
Yeah. It was the first
yeah,
shot.
okay. I knew he was
to Mustafa where he arrested Darth Vader.
I knew they were clones that show up in a movie. I just didn't know which clones. Kids today will never know what midnight release was like. Yeah, that's true.
And also chat was that as I mentioned, was that part of Kashyyyk. And Yoda killed him.
Oh, so I was right.
Yeah. So So it wasn't Kree you were thinking about it. Alpha One.
It was the scout troop.
Yeah.
Okay.
It was like Jet was the clone captain within the Windsor Corp was present when Order 6 was introduced, right? Previous drummer when they was Yoda Jet, nevertheless attempted to execute Order. I don't want to say command correctly. Yoda sensed attempt over the party to eat both clones. So we were thinking about check Silk Trooper 1.
Interesting.
So no 44th one.
Okay, so I was right.
And the other one, it's not. He doesn't really make as far as we know. He doesn't make another appearance.
Ooh, magnetic lock.
Hmm.
Anyone in there?
It's so true though about
Not this way.
like midnight releases for video games were like special.
Back in the day.
It was like going to a party.
Yeah.
You know what I mean?
Yeah. It's always that you're meeting other people. You even made potentially could make like new friends waiting in line. Like,
Yeah, I remember waiting in line for GTA 5 and the midnight release, and some guy was standing in front of me, and we were like talking, and he kept going off about how he was just like, man, I can't wait to just drive around with my friends and drive, like, make cars and stuff. It's gonna be so much fun. It was so weird because at the time, like when it was coming out, I didn't care about GTA Online. I cared about playing the story mode. So I kind of was just like dismissing everything the guy was saying about online and just kept being like, yeah, that's cool, but I'm more excited to just play the story because this is gonna be great. And it was. You know what it also was too? I fucking skipped school the next day. I straight up I woke up,
dude.
my mom was getting ready for work, and I was like, Mom, this game just came out, can I please stay home and just play it? And she was just like, you know what, it's like one of the biggest games of all time. Like, she understood that, you know?
You
So
guys
she
had a
was
bad
like,
time, huh?
yeah, you can do that, but only today. And I was like, okay, it's fine. And I beat like half the game in one day. I was like, I'm determined to beat the game in one day. And I got like halfway through. I think, where did I leave off? I think I went to bed around the time I had just gotten to the mission where you fly to North Yankton and Trevor finds Brad's corpse in the coffin and everything, like the big reveal that Michael, you know, faked his death and, you know, ratted everyone out. Like, I think I got to that part on the very first day when the game came out. So I got pretty far. I got pretty far in the story. And then, like, the next day was, like, Friday or something. So I had the whole weekend to play it.
yeah.
And I don't know if you remember this, but when GTA 5 came out, there was only story mode for like 3 weeks. Three weeks or something like that?
Yeah.
It was like 3 weeks where you only had story mode and the online servers weren't online yet. They like, remember they had like a special day for GTA Online's release. And that day was horrible. I remember that day like it was yesterday.
Ooh, big sword. I want
Remember that? You remember day one?
Yeah.
How you started up, you made your character, you did the opening cutscene, you picked your car for the first starting race with Lamar, and then you stood there for 5 hours. I couldn't do the first race. I remember just sitting there and being so fucking disappointed, dude. I remember just like, it would be all like, loading, you were kicked into the class, and I was just like, this is horrible. And I remember like maybe the first month and a half of GTA Online being out, my friend Eldred, he got to rank like 25. I was like 30 something, and his character got wiped. His character got deleted.
I know it's what people need. The first month, some people need.
People got to like level 100 within like the first couple months, like first month, and they got the character deleted. I would have been fucking pissed.
I know and when Xbox One came out.
Yeah, like a couple of months later,
Yeah.
the new consoles came out. Yeah, PS4 and Xbox One.
Infinity and they well, do you want to play GTA 5? You need to pay another $50 for it. And I said, that's when I said, fuck that, I'm not, I just started playing, I'm not doing it in that every fucking thing I do.
Yeah, they finally, okay, you know that big bullshit they did too, where if you transferred your character over, you couldn't, like, that character on PS3 or Xbox 360 is gone now, you can't play it with them. They finally fixed that in this new update for San Andreas Mercenary. So when you and me if we ever transfer over to Expanded and Enhanced, our characters on Xbox like One, they're still gonna be there. Like all our stuff will still be there, which is nice, but it's like a little too late, you know?
Yeah.
It's one of those things where it's like, yeah, that's nice and all, but like, why did it take you like 5 years to figure out how to make that work? Let alone, think about this. This is the 3rd time you're now able to transfer a character. So it went from PS3 to PS4, now to PS5. Think about that.
Yeah.
GTA 5 has been sold across 3 generations of
And
consoles.
And I still only one GTA. On 360 we had like, about 5 different, maybe not 5, but like 3 or 4 different.
4.
Yeah.
Even though they're DLC expansions for GTA 4,
Yeah, San Andreas.
they're so
Oh, yeah.
big.
Yeah.
They're such big expansions that they were released as their own game, remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
Episodes from Liberty City.
Ballad of Daytona and all of that.
Lost and Damned. The biker one, and then... and Ballad of Gay Tony.
Yeah.
Those were huge, like, story mode DLC expansions that fundamentally changed
Yeah.
GTA 4. Adding in parachutes, new cars,
Yeah.
nightclub bouncing, like being a nightclub bouncer, nightclub dancing, being able to have sex at the nightclub, a bunch of new weapons, bunch of new cars.
Yeah. Yeah, because me
What
add,
else?
yeah, I think because me add me, on 360 me add like GTA, San Andreas.
Oh, you're right.
As well on even though yes it was support, then but it still was on 360 and then your full expense that's the Lost and Damned, part of the Tony, and then yeah. And then there's the Grand Theft Auto is also not Liberty City, Grand Theft Auto complete edition as well. Even Grand Theft Auto 4 complete edition when he done argue it also with it out, but yeah. Since
I technically don't count that as one, but you still kinda can, because you're technically buying GTA 4 with both episodes on it.
Yeah.
So it kind of is a new game in a way, but not. It's
It's one of those like enough like, as I say from a certain point of view.
Yeah, from a certain point of view, it is a newer game, but realistically,
it's just if you're not
Let's see what I can find.
if you just want if
Nope.
on that team you just want 25 full games. That's what I would buy DLC separately.
There we go.
Also, Red Dead Redemption made one of the best single-player DLCs ever, Undead Nightmare.
Yeah.
Undead Nightmare is, in my opinion, one of the best story mode DLCs ever created for a video game. That's just my hot take.
It was.
It literally changes the game.
Yeah.
Like you're not even if you're not playing Red Dead Redemption.
Yeah.
You're literally playing a like zombie open world game where it's set in the Old West. And it has its own set of missions. It has its own set of side objectives. My favorite part about that was finding and collecting all the 4 horses of the apocalypse, including going to Mexico and finding the special ancient unicorn, the secret horse that you could get. Like that game was fucking crazy, and they are never going to reach that level ever again of creativeness.
I agree from GTA and that you'll never on what star I think, but it'll be probably for somebody from my end percent.
Here's the thing, when Rockstar wants to bring it,
Yeah.
they bring it, but most of the time they just want a quick paycheck.
Yeah.
Like that's the thing. Like whenever Rockstar actually like wants to say something and make something good, they make it good. And it really like think about like look, we were shitting on GTA Online like way before this.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? But when Red Dead 2 came out, the story mode for that, dude, I was like, I don't care if they raped my character in GTA Online or something. Like that game was amazing. I had, like, I'm gonna be completely honest with you, dude. The last time I ever cried playing a video game was during the ending of Red Dead 2.
Yeah, that was amazing.
I fucking cried so fucking hard, dude. And I will admit that. Like, I don't care if people are like, oh, pussy, like, no, dude. The ending of that game, when you get shot off your horse and all Arthur says is just thank you, I started just fucking dying. I started crying so fucking hard, dude. Because that fucking horse, I know that the joke about Red Dead Redemption is like you just kill your horse every 5 seconds, but for me, I didn't do that. Like that, I've never had that in my philosophy of playing the game. I have always had like a bond with my horse, even in the first Red Dead Redemption, and I kept my horse throughout the whole game. So when he died, I felt that pain that Arthur felt. It was like I had a friend that was taken from me in the heat of battle.
Yeah.
When Lenny gets shot on the roof during the bank heist, it's one of those like, it's one of those moments where it hits you, but you're like, you have to fucking keep running. And it's like, that's a realistic feeling that a video game portrayed.
And especially your relationship with John Marsh as well, and especially from the first time as well. After you became John.
Actually very cool and badass.
Yes, like finally living the moment that John talked about in the first game, how like you never really understood what he meant, because it's always, because you never experienced it, it's told in passing. You're always told like, oh, I was left for dead on a train or whatever, and we never fully understand that. You know, we're kind of just like, oh, I guess some fucked up shit happened off screen like years ago. But actually experiencing it, you're like, now you understand why the first game and his mission means so much to John.
I'm seeing it, and I know from some of the people you killed before you as well, from your old Daniel Tennis, the actor Nixon, who bring all of him as well.
Bill, Javier.
This is not a fucking movie. I'm not killing them.
It's definitely not my job description.
It's one of those things where like, you look back at the first game with completely different eyes, and you're like, whoa. Like in the first game, before the second game, in the first game, I was always like, yeah, fuck these guys. You know what I mean? Like, fuck these guys. I don't like them. I'm glad that I'm killing these guys. And now, if I ever go back and replay through Red Dead 1, I'm gonna feel like shit. I'm gonna feel like garbage.
Fainted and the gun went off.
And not because it's like all these were good guys or anything. It's because like,
I feel
for a while, like at some, like, you know, at one point, John saw them as family. John saw, like, they had good times together.
Yeah, I think only person
they weren't amazing people, but that's the thing about family. Sometimes family, they're not great people, but you just love them anyways.
I think the only person you somewhat didn't like it was
what's going on.
Wasn't it Mitch and Fantolin? I think you take that true to 8.
I'm not eating nobody.
Like,
just looking at a
I never liked Dutch to begin with, but the more you see why he's the way he is in the you understand the choices he made.
Yeah.
Because like you've all been, everyone's like realistically anyone's always been in a situation, like in their position where they feel like they have to like make a call for everyone, even though that's not realistically, like let's both like be on a level here. Realistically, no one should really have that mindset because it's unhealthy. But the game, what I like about the game is that it also kind of painted a picture of what life was like back then, where like back then, like in the old Western times, murder was just like an everyday, like, normal thing. You know what I mean? It's one of those things where it's just like, life was completely different back then.
Yeah.
You had to actually make those choices. You know what I mean? You had to be like, should I drown this rich guy and then just take his money from the mansion? The cops aren't gonna get me. They don't have fucking all the technology that they have today to catch me. Like if you or me did something like that today, we'd be caught within a week or a day. But back then, you could get away with anything.
Yeah, I think
anything.
And back then you only had Pinkertons and that.
And they didn't do shit really.
And that's only as you became well known and everything.
No, but do you have any idea how common it was for someone to just walk into a house, rape and kill a whole family, and then just go off on their merry way? That was like a common, everyday thing. So, you know, like, I kind of understood why Dutch had the mindset that he did, you know? He was like, I'm like a general of like a whole like a, you know, like I have like my own militia to run basically, and like I'm not gonna let anybody fuck with it, you know? Like I understand.
Okay, I see the problem.
Why he had the mindset. I'm not saying he had a good one, but I understand why Dutch was the way he was.
And also, he also wanted to start off with the dancing you're protecting your family. Yes, you're family criminals. Yes, but you're starting to protect his family.
And also, like, I don't know if you catch on to the. If you caught on to it at all, I mean, it's kind of obvious, but like, Dutch essentially was like a pimp and like kind of forced everybody in the gang to be like a cuck almost, you know what I mean? Because like, Dutch would just be like, yeah, I'm gonna go bang Abigail now. And John would just have to be like, yep, okay. You know what I mean? Like, that's horrible. That's so bad. So, yeah, in a way, it's like, yeah, Dutch just had that kind of mentality, but also, like I said, it was a different time back then, and during those times, that stuff was like a normal thing as well, you know? It would just be like, oh, I'm the leader and stuff like that, so I get access. It's like a fucking guerrilla mentality, you know? I don't know. I think the reason why I'm getting so deep with that is that
you don't need to be
think about that. I just went off on a huge spiel, and the reason why is because for Red Dead 2, they cared. They wanted to tell something, and they achieved that. And then that's why I get so sad with GTA, because you see these updates, and it's like, there's nothing there. There's no passion, there's no drive to tell something, you know what I mean? It's just there to be like, alright, money for the year, you know what I mean? And that's what makes me sad. It makes me really sad to see their flagship series become nothing but just a milking device that they use.
Good at this.
So it makes me honestly kind of work for what we're actually gonna get for GTA 6's story mode.
Yeah.
Like, here's the thing: the open world can be like huge, and we can go to like all 3 cities, and there's so many cars, and oh, there's so much and shit. But if the story is just nothing, it's just garbage and like uninspired bullshit. Like, I won't care at all.
I don't think a lot of people trashed on GTA 6 straight away, and it was a female lead. I was like,
I was excited. If they are, if they.
For me, it's a dude saying.
Oh, dude.
I think it's like.
We're good. Those zombies
It's a dude saying for me. For me, it's like. For me, I'm one of those people that I don't have to fuss if it's a part female lesbian. I don't have to fuss if that's.
This is beyond insane.
I mean,
I don't know how to do this.
Strong.
I'm not supposed
fucking
to die
story.
here.
At least you'll die with me.
As long as I'm enjoying the
what I
story,
mean to
seeing
say
where
is
it goes, and
you're
I'm
not
having fun
not
with
with
the
me
characters.
Yeah, and I'm a fact on it. Let's say, I have that connection with that person
can't
as well.
verify that, okay?
It's like, it's
Since
like I
you're held
talked
as a
to
question,
Janet,
we need to lead,
you know,
person
in
here.
Assassin's Creed Odyssey, you told to pick between a male or female, and I picked a female, not a guy. Yeah, and the same, but I know that some people said about that time, I was like, oh, finally we get to play a female in Assassin's Creed. I thought that wasn't the first time in Assassin's Creed history you got to play as a female. Yes, I tell you what came out on the 360, you got to play in the Assassin's Creed wait, it was one of those spin-off games. It wasn't, even though it wasn't a main series game, it was,
Still counts.
It's from Vlad. It was a spin-off game from Vlad.
Oh, I remember what you're talking about. Yeah,
Yeah.
It's the pirate. We get to play the female pirate. Right?
Yeah. I think it's just like, stop, you fucking cunts, if you... And the same thing with Synthetech. You got to play as two people, brother and sister, Secrets. The same with Origins, we play as both husband and wife. And same thing in Fatara, we get to pick between a male or female.
And I also like GTA 5. This might be a weird take. I don't know if you agree with me. I think the open world of GTA 5, yes, it's cool. They did a lot. I think there's. But here's the thing. I'll argue this: the open world of San Andreas is bigger and has more things to do.
Yeah, I think
than
100%.
Yeah.
San Andreas,
but
we should talk about this later.
The storyline and the characters in 5
Her fans are
are
probably crowdfunding
so
for
memorable.
Right
Are so like Michael DeSanta, Trevor Phillips, and Franklin Clinton. Those three motherfuckers. I'm gonna remember those guys forever. Like forever. I'm like no. The trio, those three guys, those are always gonna be ingrained in my head. Especially Trevor, because think about it for me personally, having Trevor be this
so
insane,
insane,
like he is literally he's like the walking embodiment of a Grand Theft Auto player,
So what
and
exactly
he's also
is your plan for
Canadian.
getting us out of
To
here?
be fair, it's like,
We don't need...
That's the best part, knowing that he's from Canada.
And to be fair, for me, it's like, in terms of memorable characters, it's pretty much like GTA 5 is top Infinite San Andreas is the next one for me.
I'll show
in
you where
terms
you're
of memorable
sleeping.
characters.
This way.
Oh yeah, San Andreas,
In
dude,
terms
like
of, not talking about
everyone
Yeah.
in that game is like amazing.
Yeah, I'm not talking about story or anything, I'm just talking about characters. We done need, but
In my opinion, the
talk to our
best written and like the most like seriously written like story was GTA 4 with Nico. That's the best like
story.
If you want to play like a GTA game where it makes you like actually like sit down and think. Like Red Dead 2 does. In my opinion, the tone of GTA 4 is on the same tone as Red Dead 2.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Where it's like it's super like it's earnest, it's serious, it wears its colors on its sleeve. And you know what it is? Both games are like they portrayed the world as matter of fact. You know what I mean? In GTA 5, it's more like exaggerated, kind of wacky and stuff, making fun of everything. GTA 4 kind of plays it more straight. It's more like no, this is what life is like, and it kind of just sucks.
Obviously, and it's in top of the story. It's like 4 is definitely in the top. For me, it's in 3. Yeah, it's just like we done like. Yeah, I think as you said, in GTA 5, it's like yes, it is some good story missions in it, but overall, I think it's not in terms of story. It's not my. I think
it's not the best story, but I'm definitely always gonna remember it.
Yeah, that's because like all 3 are like people. Yeah.
Sorry?
You pretty much take 3 unlikely people
we're
in
both
GTA 5 coming to differ.
Sure, if you want to.
That's why I love it. It's a weird, like,
we'll be
wacky,
VIPs.
like,
RIPs.
exaggerated,
6 months of food in the basement. We can
fun,
wait it out here.
kind of like what
I ain't just
if
sitting around with you
universe
guys.
of
I'm getting out of
reality, kind of where it's like, what if a street
You
thug
ain't
from
right.
the hood,
I know how to take care of myself.
grizzled bank robber veteran, you know, and showed him the ropes. Like that's a great premise for like a movie, and that's what GTA 5 was going for. It was trying to be like a cinematic movie.
Yeah.
And that's what it achieves perfectly.
Yeah, and it's done on the actual.
You can totally see it being like a big movie, like you know.
It's like it's almost like in San Andreas 4 and 5. It's like sweet in San Andreas. It's like Tan Life in a way.
It's kind of on the same. I think
Yeah.
that's what it is. It's also like 5,
Yeah.
where it's like a kind of like perfect like movie, you know.
And it smells like it's more focused on like Tan Life in a way. And 4, it's more like you're a mobster, a mobster type or a former mobster type thing. And then what you're doing, what your life chats, as they say, or every time I leave, you keep pulling me back in.
Yeah.
Type thing in Fin 5, it's just like even for Trevor and.
Well, I mean, what I love about 4 actually is like, if like the game actually like has like the main character you're playing as, Nico, is like withholding a secret to all the characters throughout the first half of the game. He's actually the whole like when you first arrive in Liberty City, Roman, your cousin, he thinks that you're just visiting, you know. But the whole reason why you actually go to Liberty City, Nico goes, is because he's trying to find the guy that betrayed him and his squad in the military years ago, in like the 90s.
If you're going out there, you're gonna
he
need
finds
some
out that the
special
guy
sauce.
that betrayed him
Grab
and
that
gave the enemy faction, I guess he was fighting, intel on where they were and betrayed the squad, and his whole squad was killed. Nico used to be like a soldier, and like you find that like you don't even know that that's a thing until halfway through the game. Like your character Nico reveals that in a cutscene, and I just found that so fascinating that like the person that you're playing as has ulterior motives the whole time, and you don't even know. And the mission where you finally come face to face with the guy who betrayed your squad, Nico, like his whole monologue to him, how he's like, I'm the one who fucking survived, I'm the one who fucking found you, why did you do this to us, I thought we were like, it's like I said, it kind of makes you tear up and get emotional. Like Arthur's death, you're kind of like, shit, there's a lot to kind of like unpack and think about here, you know. You're like, is Nico not in the right, but should have Nico done this? Should have he gone after this revenge mission? Like you kind of like sit there and think about that. You're like, what I'm doing, should I be doing this? And you're even you're given the choice to either kill him or let him live. And let him live with the choices that he made. The guy that betrayed you. Like that's fucking fucking hardcore in a video game. That's crazy, dude.
Hey, if you're really going out there,
The first time I
got
played the
some stuff you
game,
need.
I was just like an edgy
Take some of this meat
middle
as bait.
school teenager. So
It's
what do you
just
think the
meat.
first thing I
Let the
did
zombies
was
go
just
for
shot
it.
the guy in the head.
Saved my life.
Didn't think two thoughts about it.
I got
you
some
know?
meds you can have too. Just
But now
maybe
that
next
I'm
time,
older,
you give me something in
I
return.
go back. I kind of think back on that, and it's like, I think I kind of would have left the guy alive now, you know? Like, think about that. That's a fucking like, dude, take a minute to just think about that for a second. Like that, when again, when Rockstar wants to say something and bring it, they fucking bring it hard with a hammer. It's like, so yeah, that's why I pray that GTA 6 has at least one moment that makes me have that. But
And one of the things what in GTA 5 was
feel like we're
I found funny when Michael's son
Am I gonna end up with some
teabagging
dead fan's stomach?
in Night Version Turtles.
Oh, that was
Me
fucking
around?
great.
Yeah.
Look, if I'm immune,
I
I
think
gotta tell the
like
authorities
yeah, do
I'm
something
interested.
what Nate
I can't stay here forever. No offense, it's pretty
James dead in
We all
Federal
want to
James
leave.
teabag people and
Even
actually
though
added
we
it
had to pay
into
to get on
Fat
that
Dame
plane.
and say as Nate
We're stuck
I know
here.
but you have something
Yeah,
like
with
that
that
in
attitude.
GTA
Can't
6
just
as
jump in
well.
a car and go. The roads are all blocked.
I wanted if you make fun of OnlyFans as well.
You might as well put wheels on a
Oh,
coffin.
that yeah.
Fucking
Oh
bad
my. Well,
idea.
here's the.
There's millions
Just
of
Here's the
sort of
thing.
female as well
Just
that you
waiting to
make.
sink
Yeah.
their teeth into
You
us.
make-
Yeah. So here's the thing.
Face it, we'd need a helicopter
Yeah.
to get out.
That's
and
the,
everyone
that's
who
the
has one is
conversation
already
I'd love to have
fucked off
because
in
here's the
it.
thing.
Come on, this is loser
There's two
talk.
ways they can play this.
Where's the evacuation center around here?
Either you do it how I would
supposed
want
to
to do it,
report
or
to
you
the
do it
Helper
how
in Hotel.
the masses would
If Robert
probably
hadn't
want it, and the masses
made other
is
arrangements.
you make fun of OnlyFans.
You still pissed at the guy?
A marriage
when you're
was
in the
just PR,
game,
okay?
you can be a stripper,
girl.
and it's super exaggerated.
I'm gonna
There's
find
like
this helper in
missions where you're
hotel.
like in a bikini with like a Mac 10 shooting out of like a pink fucking Mustang, and
What
you're,
I've
you're,
seen off
you're
Austin
wearing like
Dallas.
Get your
yeah,
Oh.
boobs in your
Yeah.
guns in your boobs.
Yeah.
All that bullshit, or I know this might make things a little bit more darker and depressing, but personally, I think this is a better way to do it. Is you play as a woman who kind of it goes for that kind of serious thing where like, all right, I don't know how far we could push this, but I would honestly be interested if. Just go with this for a minute, alright? Go with this. This is like the opening cinematic of the game, alright? This is the opening
I'm heading
cinematic
to
of
the Halperin
GTA 6.
Hotel.
You start
See
off,
if the army's still there.
and there's
Yes,
like a
yes, good.
dockyard,
Good, exactly
right?
what I was going to tell
Could
you.
be, it could be in Los
All part of my
Santos, could be
survival.
somewhere, doesn't matter.
Oh, you'll need keys to get
And
out
a
of here.
cargo, like one of those big cargo containers, is being lifted off of a ship onto the dock, right?
Yeah.
And it gets opened by some criminals.
They
And
can land
it's
helicopter
a shipping
right
container full of trafficked women.
grounds. Fine.
This would be
And
a whole lot easier and more fun.
One of those women is your character, you. And the whole opening sequence is you being forced into the whole scene of being trafficked,
Evacuation
being
center this
forced
way.
to
Gotta
see
be the
like
Halperin
how
Hotel.
women are like thrown into those crappy like houses, forced to get into like hooker wear, and you're on the street. You know what I mean? Like the first maybe hour of the game is like you're being treated horribly. Like this is like you're getting a look into the eyes of like a world that you're never going to experience. You know what I mean? And it's like you kind of go like, whoa, this is real. You know what I mean? Like this is showing some real criminal stuff. Because in my opinion, GTA has always had the chance to really dive into that sort of stuff, but it's never taken that chance. And I feel like this could be the perfect time to do that. And then maybe halfway through, you get to a mission where you're done. You know what I mean? Like you've had it, and like you pull out a fucking gun from your like purse or something, and you shoot a guy in a car. It's like realistic. It's raw. Like it's like a whole like long cutscene where like the dead body is like leaned up against the side of the door, and she like kicks him out of the car, and you take his like souped up car. You know what I mean? And it's like that's the beginning of like free mode, sort of, where like you're now kind of free. You kind of now have choices of like where do you want to go now that you kind of escaped out of the trafficked life, you know? And then, you know, you can do some more things, and the game could end with you having choices, you know what I mean? You could even do the more multiple choice options where you could dip back into that life, you know what I mean? Because sometimes women just do that, you know what I mean? Like that's a realistic thing. Or you can try and go off and maybe be a legit businesswoman. You can have a whole new personally, I think that's another thing that GTA misses out on. They should add more like role play and like life simulator stuff. Like that could be another part of the new gameplay mechanics. You know, like you can now go off and not be a criminal in Grand Theft Auto. You know what I mean? Like you can just be a regular person. I think that would be cool. You could have like a you could get a secret ending where you become a mom and you have kids and you have a nice husband and stuff.
Yeah, I know in Mafia 3, it's an option.
They have stuff like that?
You have multiple endings. Well, I think there's 2 endings that you want you to stay a mobster type person, or I thought you just drive off and leave it all behind.
Just watch out for the other trespassers.
That's a good ending.
Yeah, I think even though it's not the most popular Mafia team, but at the same time, I do like have that option. You have that option, you know, to stay at, to stay behind that on, yeah.
In my opinion, that's realistic. Everyone has a choice, and people sometimes just make the choice to be like, nah, man, I'm done. I don't want to do that. Team up their act.
Yeah, they can't need Darth Vader or
there you go.
Yeah.
Yeah. You could also get you could get like a Scarface ending too, where you're like you could go down the route of being some like you could end up being like Valeria from Modern Warfare 2, where you're like a female running like a cartel. You know what I mean? And it could end, one of the bad endings could be like Scarface, where like your compound gets invaded and you're like doing a bunch of coke and you got like a gold AK and you're just like, come on, you fucking bitches, and you're just like shooting them up and stuff. Like that would be a great ending to get too. So yeah, no, in my opinion, there's. I have a feeling that if they have a female character in the game, they're gonna maybe do what I said. You know what I mean? Like try and make it like an actual like. It's not just like you're making fun of women the whole fucking time. It's actually like you get, because in my opinion, in the GTA games, we've all played as like we've played, like you said, San Andreas. That was a look into gang life for like African Americans and stuff like that. GTA 4 is a look into immigrants coming to America and stuff like that.
That was my invite.
We've never gotten just a perspective of women in Grand Theft Auto. So sure, let's go. You know what I mean? Like, in my opinion, every game should be a
Grandpa.
look into the life of a life that you don't live. You know what I mean? And for the most part, every game kind of has done that in a way.
Party crashers back to hell.
I know for a fact that I'm probably never gonna be a gay nightclub bouncer. Actually, you never know. It'd be so funny. Just hard cuts to me in New York City. I'm just like outside like the biggest gay nightclub.
Or you're in Vancouver.
Yeah. I'm like beating up a guy and they're just like, yo, you're and like a guy's on the streets like, yo, you're pretty good at this, and I'm like, yeah, grew up playing Ballad of Gay Tony every day. Oh, you know what's another franchise that I would love for them to make a sequel to? Bully. A sequel to Bully would be awesome.
Did a bit of acting in my time.
I don't know if you ever played that, but
Ask your mother, kid.
Bully was really fun
Pleasure to meet you in
back when I was a kid. I used to play that a lot.
No way.
Yeah,
I've seen your movies. Papa watched them all the time.
Listen,
didn't you play Midnight Club quite a bit?
Not massively, but a little bit.
House real big. That's real big.
Power in the house is gone to
Dude,
play.
could you imagine if they did a like a new another street racing update for GTA Online, but it's called like Midnight Club Update? And could you imagine if like the trailer, it's just like it shows like, you know, rated M, and then the Rockstar logo, and then you just hear house real big. And it's just like, no, it's like showing a bunch of like cars from Midnight Club like driving through the streets of Los Angeles. I would instantly just be like, all right, I don't care. I'd be like, oh, I don't care. I don't care that you took out all those cars. These are better than all of those.
Oh Oh yeah, no power. That's a common problem.
And I'd only if they put that song on the radio, put it on West Coast Classics. That'd be amazing. That'd be so good. I would buy, I can't believe I'm saying this, but I'd buy GTA Plus just because I would get those I would buy all those cards. Completely changed my mind. But that's the thing, they're never gonna add that shit.
That's what I'm talking about.
You did it. Hey, get your kicker in here. We're not out of the woods yet.
Oh yeah, a Manhunt 3, that would honestly be lit.
Yeah.
I don't know if you ever played the Manhunt games, 1 or 2, but
I've been meaning to, but I know
Those-
yeah.
honestly, totally recommend buying the first one off Xbox store. It's such a blast from the past, and it's a very much like a single player like horror game, so you'll like it. It's kind of like it's very much like reminiscent of like 80s slashers, so I'm sure you'll like it. But it's made by Rockstar, so it's like 2 perfect combos, you know? Back when Rockstar was good. Think about that. Think about this, Manhunt, that came out right before San Andreas, so there's a lot of like, sort of, not the same assets, but there is sort of same assets and a lot of like mechanics that are similar. It plays a little like, I forgot the name of your character in Manhunt, I think it's something Cass or whatever, but he sort of plays a little bit similar how CJ feels in San Andreas. Like you kind of have the same sort of like walking animation and stuff, so makes sense. Oh, and I don't know if you knew this too, but there's actually, because Manhunt, I think I'm wrong. I think Manhunt maybe came out like after San Andreas, because there's like graffiti of like the mercenaries with the gas masks on the walls in the bar in San Andreas for Manhunt, and I always thought that was a cool little Easter egg.
More trouble's on its way. I'm gonna need you to clear the runway.
And there's, what is it? Trying to think.
Check that one, Phil. Someone round.
I never played it, but did you ever play Rockstar's table tennis?
No, once. Not a bad game, but it's one of those things like other games came out.
Well.
It's definitely like, in my opinion, it's probably their most weirdest game that they've ever made. Like,
Give that cowardly little shit the beating he deserves.
famous for making like third-person shooters and like fucking Grand Theft Auto, and then they're just like, let's make a fucking table tennis game.
Do you know why?
I don't know.
Do you know why they did it?
Wasn't it? I think it's because Rockstar, they like being sponsored by like sports things.
Do you know why he did it? It's
Because the movie Balls of Fury was really popular.
no, because he was taking so much money from games that he made, and he was taking so much drugs and all of that. And I was like, let's make a fun table tennis game.
they're like, we can do no wrong.
Yeah.
Like someone in the Rockstar offices walked in, and like they were coked out of their mind, and they were like, yo, John.
And to think
He's
I
like,
said
what?
they
I
wouldn't
bet
catch
we
me
can make
dead
a
in that
fucking
chairlift."
table tennis game, and it will sell like hotcakes. And everyone was like, no, that won't work. And they're like, watch me.
Yeah.
It's funny.
But
You're totally right. That's totally what happened.
Yeah. But I'll be right back. Say some Tony to talk to boys. Hi, Tristan. Long time no see, and I'll be right back. Oh.
Okay. That was real big. That's
I think the interesting things are still there. Oh, I need to know serious.
Oh, long shot,
Someone
got
up
him.
there must really like me if they sent you to save me, huh? Not sure what I did to deserve it, though.
Papa's definitely watching up there. And wishing I'd asked you to sign something.
Listen, anything in this house you need, it's yours. It's the least I can offer you. We damn sure can't stay here, though. How's it looking out there?
Pretty bad, but there's places if you know where to go. There's a bunch of others at Emma John's right now.
Well, I'll be damned. The neighbors were here all along. I ought to give them a piece of my mind for not checking in on me.
Oh.
Oh, you mean the husband? He's the reason I'm here right now. Got zombified, bit some people, and then the plane we were in trying to get out of here got shot down.
Oh.
He's dead. Damn shame.
Oh, I missed
The
it.
son of a bitch owed me money. Oh well.
Oh, did I not? I did not.
I'll make my way over there after I say my goodbyes to this place. Yeah. You did
can't-
good
oh.
today, kid. Thanks again.
Sure
I
you
was
don't
about
want
to
me to
cry.
walk you up the hill? There's zombies everywhere, you know?
Watch your tone, kid. I'm old, not senile. Peggy here will make
Oh, shit.
sure I get there just fine. We'll see. Now get.
Nope, nope, nope. Oh my god, you scared me.
Good.
No!
Yes.
Oh! I didn't know that he was right there. Fuck.
It's your lucky day, Carla.
This new map is
Shit.
no. No, it's not terrible. Me and Ray came in second before he hopped off. I was going ham on that on the match before he left because like he got killed, dude, and then what is it? Like the final circle started like moving, and like I was inside like a train cart that wasn't moving, and I saw a dude and I was like prone and I killed him, and then a shootout started happening right outside the window, and I killed like 2 other guys, and then like it was me versus the last guy, and he was sitting in a fucking boat prone, and he got me as I climbed up. I was like, fuck.
Uh-huh.
Like I almost got a dub on the first time Ray ever played on the new map. And I was like, would have been sexy if I caught the dub for you on your first time playing the map. But at least we came very close.
No.
Wants me to get assault rifle kills.
Another key card? Is this a rich person thing?
How you liking Dead Island 2? Yeah, Ray said that he pretty much completed the whole story, and he said that a lot of the Dead Island 2 community from what he's seen are kind of just done with the game now because they've done like literally everything and there isn't really anything to do, and so it's like, oh.
Yeah, it's a expansion DLC, but you don't
Coming?
know what it is.
Oh. Well, that's good. At least that they're getting an expansion to the game. Pretty decent game.
Yeah, because it does this Dead Island 2 expansion pass, but it doesn't say what it entails. Yeah, it does say Dead Island 2 it's all about events with expansion pass, experience by new missions. So so I'll probably will be new missions coming at some point, but by the sense of it, you're not. It take like a lot of times. Yeah, taking fucking forever to bring it out. So one of it is you take a spot out with SP4 is that when times take forever to find out new content and half of it people leave.
I feel like maybe the game could have maybe been crafted from like maybe some like daily challenges to do. I don't know if there is that. Maybe there is. But like maybe like a kind of like an end game type of progression, you know, where it's like it's just about kind of like doing objectives in the free mode, open world, and with your it's. In my opinion, I would have made the end game more focused around like now that you've made a bunch of like higher weapons, and the whole point of the game is to play it with your friends and stuff. Is I would maybe just focus around stuff like, oh, clear out this area, it's got a bunch of mutations and stuff, just make it kind of fun to explore the open world again, like every day. Would also make the game world, like the world in the game, feel more alive. Having different zombies and stuff around the map every day, because oh yeah, they're moving around.
That's the one thing that I liked about Far Cry 6 is once you've completed it, all those like camps and that what you took over, enemy took him back off you. Or each region, not every region, you don't have to retake every region back straight away. It's just one region per game, he fought back and he retook it from you. If that makes sense, on the main recently take those recon and that we have real reasons, so you need to clear out the enemy, you take your stealth enemies for your item and then you take everything back from you from that region. Which is a cool aspect, which it teaches you playing in a team. It might not teach you playing in a team for months and months, but it's at least it teaches you a team something to do anytime after you've completed it while you're
that's my favorite part about Ghost Recon. It's just clearing out bases. So like your game is pretty much focused around that. I'll have fun playing it.
And then and there's people like Liam who does shit on teams like that. But it does
hey, it's not your thing, but and also, like you said about the Halo Infinite, that would have made the game more replayable. You beat the game and then you're like, oh shit, the banished vanished, have taken back the bases.
Yeah. Well, these also you see from like almost like four aspect. Like all your attacking all your attacking first base. We need to help you defend it.
Yeah, help the Marines defend it. That would be cool.
We'll have a little bit of both. If I make sense, like you fully take back your bases, and then it's some of it you need to defend it. So you have it best of both worlds. So you have two people that are reason to take playing Infinity and potentially have end up restricting some Marines in details about and you don't want to have missing the explains whatever happened anytime.
Hi, I'm Carla, and I'm immune.
Bro, did this guy actually just...
Just gotta find the Halperin Hotel. Ay, the soldiers at the Halperin better not be infected too.
Oh, my teammates are such idiots, bro. Like, come on, like, push the guys. They're just gonna sit up there and shoot at us. It's like, fuck, you guys are so stupid. I hate this spot. Everybody keeps going to this spot. Like, fuck off. I hate this building. So in the middle of the map. The only reason why people go here is because a helicopter crashes here at the start of every match, and a bunch of orange boxes are here. Fucking babies, dude. Ooh, shiny, shiny. I got to grab. I got to. It's like, shut up, bro. Like, no one cares. Just land somewhere else, get a bunch of money, and fucking call in a loadout drop. Like, no one fucking cares about these kitted out fucking guns from the orange boxes. It's like, fuck off. That shit's only good in DMZ, because then you can take those guns and put it in your contraband. ER does not matter. Oh my god, why did I even... Oh, fuck. Mashallah.
Maybe.
Yeah.
Never known the tremors to be this bad.
Mashallah. Mashallah. What are you doing, bro? What are you doing, bro? Oh my god.
Halperin Hotel. There it is.
No. I hate you. Oh, I hate all of you so much.
Well,
where is everyone?
Yes. Oh my god. At least the new boss for this new map is kind of cool for DMZ. It's called the Bullfrog, and it's basically just like this like one of those like amphibian all-terrain trucks that can drive through water and stuff. And it's like that's the boss. It's like a vehicle boss, and it just kind of drives up into the map. kind of different, you know. It was cool. Not really sure why COD has this weird fetish for water. This game, but fine. Mashallah. Oh god, dude, the Flash just came out too? Oh.
What did it?
Yeah, guy.
Well, I'm going to end my stream now, guys, because I have work tomorrow. I'll see you soon later. Bye, everybody.
Would you want to try out Hot Wheels in a bit or no?
No.